You know, and that's why we have to be here. Why did they not send us back after slavery? Because you God's people. And a nation cannot thrive without the presence of God's people. It don't matter if you're subdued. It don't matter if you're dumb, belligerent, or ignorant. You just gotta be here. Because if I know my kids are in that house, I'm gonna protect that house even if I don't like the people who own it. And if I see somebody else coming towards that house, see, a lot of I listen to some white Christian pastors and they talk about why America has a good relationship with Israel. What make you think a country that's all the way over there has so much impact on us over here? No, the Jews that they're trying to protect are us. They're not trying to protect us. They just need enough of us here to keep God's protection over them while they can be a thriving country. See, a place like Finland, which does well, they're not trying to be a thriving country. They're not trying to take over the world. They don't want dominance. You know what I'm saying? They don't want dominance, so they good. They don't need us. But when you're trying to be on top of things, you need us there. Think about it this way. Well, if you kidnapped a girl, beat her, raped her for a long time, and then you done doing all that, what you gonna do? You're gonna want to get rid of her. Because if you keep her there, and you say, oh, well, I'm going to work now. I'm going back to work. You know, I'm about to go live my life. I'm going out to these barbecues. Don't you fear that when you come home one day, she might have a knife ready for you? Or that she might have the police waiting for you? So either y'all arrogant as hell, way more arrogant than I could even wrap my mind around, or y'all really know what's up. And I don't think the policeman and the Klansman and the white MAGA man know what's up. No, the ones in charge know what's up. See, y'all just the do boys. They got y'all working as pawns too, but y'all gonna get the upper hand because they the same bloodline as you. It's not about color, it's about blood. This is a spiritual war, not a physical one. A long time ago, people didn't even have color. You had all kind of people living in Egypt and Rome and all kinds of stuff. It was about nations, bloodlines, nations, tribes, nationality. It wasn't about black or white, brown, olive, yellow. But see, they knew when they created this one, they wanted this one to be the one that they knew was going to be the new world. That's what America was supposed to be called, right? So they had to subdue, but keep the people of color. Why do you think their people always hate somebody? Before they started doing all this ICE stuff, it was you. They done got a couple of them out of here. Now they back onto you again. Why they never sent us back to Africa? Because their presence is necessary for God's presence. Well, the white man, the one that taught us Christianity, this is deeper than a religion, dude. And why would the white man want Christianity so bad anyway? Why would he want to be the face of Christianity? Anything white men have put their face on, you need to look at it and really examine it and stop discrediting it. There's a reason why that group of people want their face on Christianity. Now, am I saying that the white 40-year-old mom that's a Christian right now, she's some secret agent of like racism or something like that? No, she's a genuine Christian. The Bible say that it's no longer for the Jews no more. The Jews no more. It's for everybody who believe in Christ. Don't get me twisted. But we going back to the roots and the originations, the foundations that let us have this conversation in the first place. That's why you're here. That's why they never sent you back. If you were only brought here to help work, once the work is done, I mean, you hire somebody to come mow your grass. When they come cut your grass, you keep them there? Bye. I mean, if you pay Rodriguez to come cut your grass, he said, I'm going to come cut your grass today. I'll be done by 3. You get home at 6, and he's sitting in your yard. You going to, what the hell you doing here? I mean, at 3, you would have been like, oh, thanks, bro. You want some water? But at 6, what the hell you doing here? Why would you want a group of people in your country that you brought here if you hate them? You know why they hate you? Because they hate the fact that they need you. They hate that. No, they don't want you successful unless it comes through them. And they're going to pick and choose who gets to be at certain levels of success. If you're not fitting the agenda of keeping us here and also keeping us down, what a black man rep? Hoover's, Pyru Street. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Atlanta. But he rep. He want to be here. He don't go no damn Africa. Put these niggas on the boat right now. They're going to swim back. They don't want to give this up. Because at the end of the day, the same way God hardened Pharaoh's heart to make sure the full amount of plagues played out, he done hardened your head to keep your dumb ass here too. Because there's a plan, and God's glory is coming soon through that plan. You see, you're not in control. He is. The Egyptian plagues, you ever wonder why they were so random? You're like, what the hell? No, they weren't random. They all represented Egyptian gods. Do your history. Do your own research on that. It's a whole nother conversation. And yeah, I just got out of the shower because the idea came to me and I couldn't wait to record it. All right? And I'm telling you right now, that's why you're here. They need, they don't need all of us. It don't matter if some of us get an education and some of us are thugs or some of us are Pan-Africans are here. Even if you left right now, you ran to Africa, you're still in the wrong place. That's what the devil does. He confuses you so that way when you feel like you're unconfused, you still confused. Where you going to go in Africa? Which one of them countries you going to go to? They don't want you over there. They don't need you over there. Every country that's trying to have world domination has us. And the only ones that don't, there's a whole other video for me to explain to you why China doesn't have a huge black population, but they want world dominance. And same thing with Russia. I'm talking to you about America. Hey, I'm talking about Brazil, who had more black slaves than America. Okay? What do we speak? English. What's English? Where'd that come from? That's a European language. What is Spanish? What are you messing with? I'm Spanish. I'm Spanish and proud. You Spanish. What you think you from Spain? The only ones who ain't really that wrapped up in all that is maybe the so-called indigenous. But what if I told you we was indigenous too? What if I told you that Cristobal Colombo came to what we call America looking for Israelites, not looking for all the stuff they tell you they were looking for? What if I told you he was an Israelite? So you need to really think about this, man. And the time is coming for this truth to come out. That's why I'm making these videos, because I don't care. The time is coming for the truth to come out. It's time for you to know who you are and your importance and why they hate you. Because they need you. They need you. First of all, a people that's been contaminated that much need something to hate, because hate is what fueled them. Hate is what created them. Hate is what gave them their intelligence. You know where they come from. We don't got to talk about it. We know on a physical planet and a spiritual planet who is naturally born the most, how do I say this? What's the word I'm looking for? Qualified for this planet. Who can sit in the sun for hours? You seen an average 12-year-old one of them? Frail. Little black boys got six-pack. They know. They know, they see. Because the day you get your mind out of that fog, you are a threat. And in this land that they took from their own people, who also took it from some other people, could be yours. What is land? All these lines that are drawn on a map, they don't exist in real life. They're just on a map. They're in our head. They're state of California. It look like this. It's a line. The time is coming for us to wake up. Now, this is not to say white people cannot be God's people, but they are an adopted people into God's family. That is just, that's what the Bible says. There are groups of people. There are black people who ain't God's people. They're not a part of the lineage. And they're black. They're quote unquote, we would call them black. That's where they confused you. So that way you got to group them with a bunch of people that's not the same thing as you. Am I lying? Wake up. That's why you're here. You are needed to be here. I'll give you the same analogy again. If your kids are in a house, you might want to get them out, but you won't burn that house down with them kids in it. Now, I know it's not going to happen, but if we all got up and left tomorrow, we would go somewhere else and watch the news, and we would watch America fall on its face. Because it's a land that was built off of hatred, built off of lies, and it was stolen. And it was allowed to be stolen because there's a purpose. There's a purpose behind all of this. And that time, that truth is here. It's among us. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. And they know that. Their DNA knows that. A lot of them will consciously know that, but their DNA is telling them their original master, their lowercase God, is telling them, shout out to the ones that converted. Saved for real. Literally. Okay, them the smartest ones out of all of them. Yeah. Let's just be honest. Okay? Think. Some things are not that confusing. You just have to think beyond what someone puts in front of you. Ask yourself that serious. Why are you the most targeted, hated? Why is your music allowed to have murder in it? How come 1 million dudes can drop videos every year with guns, throwing up gang signs, putting literally criminal activities in the video? You have drugs in your video. You have illegal weapons in your video, and nothing is happening. But videos like this, let's see where this go. They destroyed the Black Panthers and can't touch the Bloods of Crips. Think about that. Just think about that for a second. They destroyed Black Wall Street. Now I'm on to something. But they ain't touching these hoods. But they are now. Have you seen the hood lately? Rainbow flags, white people walking dogs. Oh yeah, they gave you an identity. Subdued you. Made you submit to low frequencies. And now they're slowly but surely snatching the rug from under your feet. But God's plan will win. The devil, he wins battles. He do. He wins battles. I'll give it to him. I mean, Jesus even called him the master of this world. He wins battles. But he don't win wars. Some of them not going to like this one. But I don't care. I don't care. I ain't no millionaire. I don't want no Grammy or no Oscar. You know what I'm trying to say? You feel what I'm saying? Tighten up and just know who you are and move on it. I want you to go read Isaiah chapter 3. Read it and you tell me who you think it's about. Look around the world, read it, and you tell me who you think it's about. Who does it fit? Who does it fit?